Hello, I'm Ertan. I'm going to explain you equivalent units of production. In a process costing system, you have to calculate equivalent units of production, in other words EUP, because within a financial period, not all of your inventory will consist of finished goods. There will be some work in process inventory, and you cannot just say this is a work in process inventory and I'm not going to deal with it if you have a process costing, because these unfinished units have also some costs which you have to consider. And this is what equivalent units of production is. There are three groups in equivalent units of production. First, beginning work in process, which are the goods that are work in process in the beginning of the financial period. Second is units started and completed during the period, and ending work in process at the end of financial period. So beginning work in process, units started and completed, and ending work in process. Why I do this video? Because I had difficulty to understand the relationship between these three, which I should understand to pass the exam. Sometimes questions are giving the third one, giving the two of them and asking us to find the third one, and so that we can calculate cost per equivalent units of production. There was a very complex formula in the book that I studied, and it took me a long time to understand it. What you should know is one equation to find units transferred. Units transferred from department A to department B. So you are in a financial period, and imagine a conveyor belt from department A to department B. To find units transferred, we will have a beginning work in process. So you stop the time in the previous financial period, and in the beginning of this financial period, there were some work in process in the conveyor belt. So they're already going to department B, and you do not have to give completed units to department B. They might also get work in process units. So they are one group. The other group is the units that you started. And you started to make them within this period. They are also going in the conveyor belt from department A to department B. But of course, within the financial period, you probably didn't complete all of the units that you started. So your time is over, financial period ended, so you're left with some ending work in process, which you did not transfer from department A to department B. And when you are calculating units transferred, you have to subtract them. So your equation becomes units transferred equals beginning work in process plus units started minus ending work in process. Okay, and in short, you begin with some work in process, add them to the new units that you started. Oh, but you didn't complete all of them, so you have ended with some ending work in process inventory. Therefore, subtract the ending work in process. This is one perspective. The other equation is derived from this one. You do not have to separately look at units started and ending work in process, okay? But you can only look units started and completed. Subtracting ending work in process from units started is a kind of indirect way to calculate units started and completed. Therefore, you can say units started and completed equals units started minus ending work in process, right? It is straightforward. You started some units, and to find the ones that you started and completed, you should subtract ending work in process units. This equation leads us to our final equation to find units transferred, which is units transferred equals beginning work in process plus units started and completed. So instead of indirectly showing units started and completed as units started minus ending work in process, question may just give you units started and completed, okay? So all you have to do is to add units in beginning work in process to find units transferred.